first blade
Hey,
fish of the
all
day.
right, son. It's not very big, but
Hey,
it'll work.
It's bigger than yours.
Great job, Andrew. Hey, we just got out here.
Oh, he's not that tiny.
How big is he? Is he a 2-pounder? Oh, he'd be a tournament keeper.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd win us any tournaments, but man, that's
It's a good fish for the morning.
for the morning. It's
Come
a
up
really
over
good
here,
fish.
baby.
Look at you.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
he's letting him flop around on the deck.
Sorry.
Don't you know better?
Sorry. It's a good morning fish. Good morning to you.
Folks, today we're at Roosevelt Lake. Believe this or not, we are practicing for the Wild West. It's a makeup tournament, a Wild West Bass team tournament. And today is our only practice day. But I've got Andrew Napoleon, A&M Graphics, with
Good
us
to be
today.
back
My
in the
buddy,
boat
my
with you.
partner. I love having him in the boat. We have a lot of fun. But the water has changed. A few weeks ago, he was crushing them in this area on a
Yeah, I was
spinnerbait.
out here with Manny from Arizona Custom Baits.
Yeah.
Had a great time fishing with him.
And you know, that little shad spawn, I think that's what we were talking about. There was a shad spawn going on. It's kind of gone in this area right now, but we'll fish through a little bit, see if we can't catch one. He got one. Spinnerbaiting, it's always fun to just move down the bank, see if you can catch them on spinnerbaits or crankbaits first thing in the morning, and then we're gonna have to dig down deep and try to find out what it's gonna take to catch some big fish before the big wind kicks up. If not, we're gonna have to go off of you know, instinct on tomorrow and try to figure out how we're gonna catch some big fish. But you're gonna join us today for our practice for the Wild West Bass Team Trail. And I'm really excited. You know, and I've been fishing the Apex. I just got back from the Columbia River, and man, it's a different beast up there. I had a blast. It was like one fish after another on a crankbait. So to get back
amazing.
here and to make 3 casts and not get bit, it feels strange. But we're gonna try to catch some fish. You're throwing a blade? You're throwing
Yeah, nice little bit smaller blade
spinnerbait?
than what you're doing, a little bit
Oh
smaller
yeah,
profile.
you are. Yep, littler
Yeah.
blades. The little shad spawn
Yeah.
came out, so you want to try to get away with littler blades.
I still love that blade, boy. We've done some damage with that one
yeah,
there.
we have, but you know what I'm noticing? The water's not as clear as it was. Maybe it's just the area, but we'll find out. We'll keep going through. I've had a few bites. I just haven't been able to get into one yet. They're kind of short striking me. But you're not throwing a tail or a grub tail on that,
No,
are
I'm
you?
trying to keep the profile really small. Make sure
Okay.
they key in on that back hook there. So
What size is that? Is that a 3/8 ounce?
that is a
or-
3/8 ounce. Yeah.
All right, that's a beautiful bait. Anyways, we'll see what we can't do. We'll go down the bank and man, we got to find some fish today, folks. So stay tuned. You'll see how we kind of do a little bit of practice in here. You're probably going to see a couple of different techniques today, whether we catch them or not. Hopefully we'll catch a few for you. And we're killing 2 birds with a stone. We got you out with us today, and we're still trying to practice for a tournament. So stay tuned. Oop, 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 oop. Got him.
All right.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Are we gonna need the net for something like this?
That's a good one.
Where you at? Where you at? Oh, nice.
That's what I'm talking about, son. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Look at that big old boy. Boy, he's got some battle scars on him, huh?
Look at that fish. Look at that.
Come on, come on.
These are winning bass here, buddy. Winning bass. Look at that fish.
That's nice. Good job.
The old 10-inch worm bit. You know what these fish have done? Look at the battle scars on that fish. Wow, look at that.
3.5, almost 4.
Oh, easy. Beautiful
Oh, he's got
fish.
some big time battle scars on him, huh?
Now, see, those are the kind of fish we're looking for when we're talking practicing for fishing. I probably should have never set the hook on that fish, but you can see how far off the bank we are. Find some of those points that have drop-offs on them, some pebbled rock, and these big fish have moved out. So that tells us a lot right there. So, you know, we've been beating the banks up. We tried some topwater, things like that. These fish are going into summer mode. Look at that, feel that.
You better retie that. So as tournament fishermen, I would think the smart thing to do is get off of here, but I still want to catch a fish.
Well, we'll let you catch one.
You got to have the discipline to just say that's
you do
enough.
have to have the discipline to say that's enough. We know they're here. Probably should go try a couple more points. If a lot of boats see us here, they're going to think we're on them. That's the problem is, you know, the tournament guys, they see your tournament boat out here. They're like, hey, you know, we know where to go tomorrow type deal. So we can stay here a few more minutes, but we probably should leave.
I agree. Smart
We
thing
know
would be
they're
to
here.
just get the heck off.
What we did, we hit a point, we left it, we come to another point, and we're gonna point hop a little bit and just see if we can't catch these fish. That was a 10-inch power worm fish, but I'm thinking these fish are going into that summer mode, those bigger fish. And what happens is they'll come on the ledges, they'll sit right on the ledges and come up and feed into the shallow water and then go back out. If you can find that, a lot of times you can find those bigger fish. You know, we fished shallow for quite a long time. We had a few bites on that spinnerbait, right?
Yeah, not as many as I would have liked. We did a lot better a few weeks back, but yeah, that spinnerbait bite has died down.
Having that bigger fish come on that 10-inch power worm like that tells me we need to be, you know, fishing those ledges and things like that. And so that's what we're gonna do. We'll just kind of move around, we'll hit some points, see if we can get bit again. Between the drop shot and this, we might luck out and get some bigger fish. Don't know, but it's worth the shot. And when you catch a big fish like that, that's huge. I hated leaving that spot.
But we're pre-fishing.
Yeah, but we're practicing for the tournament tomorrow. You don't want to sit there when you're practicing. You almost don't even want to catch them. You want to get bit and go, oh, okay, they're here, and then leave. But
it takes discipline to pull off because I want to catch fish.
yeah, you want to catch fish. It really does take discipline to pull off. So, and the other thing you got to worry about is other boats that are out here practicing. If they're floundering and not catching fish, and they see you, it's like, oh man, they must be on something. So it's hard to stay in the same spot very long. You just want to test it and see if it's there. And if it's there, you know, move off of it, maybe catch a fish, move off of it, and try some other areas. Find enough spots, so if one's dead, or it could be a timing thing where they come up later type deal. But if we find enough spots, we'll probably be able to catch us some more fish. So that's the plan so far. And we've only been out here about an hour and a half or so. So we need to definitely figure it out. And we got a full moon to deal with as well. You got to remember, in the full moon, they'll feed at night. So we're going to try to do that and see what happens and see if we can catch some fish. I'll tell you what, there's nothing more fun than catching a big fish on a power worm, I'll tell you. I'm getting bit. Got him.
All right, we got another fish on.
I got him.
Another big boy.
He's not a giant, but he's a fish, by golly.
Fish is a fish, baby.
It's another wormfish. You wonder why boy, look at him. He's acting like he's 10
He
feet.
thinks he's somebody.
He thinks he's
I'm
Moby.
gonna get on the front side of you. There you go.
There you go, son. Look at the size of the worm and the size of it's amazing what I mean, that worm's a long worm. That's a 10-inch worm. He figured he'd get himself a meal. That there, I don't even think that's a tournament keeper. Is it
I don't
13
think
inches?
so. You
That's
ain't gonna
crazy.
get nothing with that.
Nothing with that. We got to catch bigger fish than that, but we did get bit. We went to another point here and we got bit. That's good news. Hey, if they'll bite the old Texas rig, that's a good sign. And let me tell you something crazy about the Texas rig I love is you get to bounce it off the bottom. What we're looking for is I want to feel that pebbled rock down there. So when I'm throwing out there, you can see the rock on the bank right there, all that little chunk and pebbled rock up there. You want to click your bait over every one of those. We call it counting the rocks, man. And I'll tell you, what happens is when they're eating crawdad, they feel this thing coming across, and I'm actually using a tungsten weight. It hits those rocks, it makes a good clack. I mean, it really hits hard. And then what I've done, and I always do it, especially with tungsten, is I put a little bobber stop right up underneath it so the tungsten's not hitting my knot. So I'll slide that down to my knot, boom. That way you get a little cushion on the knot. And I'm throwing that owner. This is a 5/0 owner offset shank hook. And there you have it. And I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun to throw. Now let me tell you something, when you're fishing this kind of fish, you want to be throwing a big stick. So I'm throwing a heavy action rod, Taipan rod. I'm throwing 17-pound test fluorocarbon line with my Johnny Moore Signature Series reel. It's a perfect setup for this. It's almost feels like a pull cube, but it's not. But you can really set it when you're down there deep and get the hook in the fish. So it's a lot of fun to throw. And you'll feel the hits on this thing. You'll come across, once you get used to feeling the rocks, and all of a sudden, you can feel the bite. It's a lot of fun. And because you're directly with the fish. So we might have to
I
hook
think a
you
lot
up.
of that is the Taipan rod.
The Taipan
Those
rod,
rods are incredibly
real
sensitive.
Yep. That is a bite.
Let him go.
That is a bite.
Got him?
That is a bite.
We got him?
Oh, that's a decent fish, son.
Do we got him? Where is he?
I got him on the other side of the boat.
I'm trying to tie my little bitty knot over here.
Hey, this is 3 fish on this thing. This one's a keeper.
Where is he?
Andrew.
What do we got here? What do we got here? That's not bad. That's not a bad fish
a
at
little
all.
keeper right there. Got him?
Come here. Oh, look
Thank
at that
you.
monster bass.
Hey, thanks for taking a minute to retie.
No worries, no worries.
So, we came back to this point, caught another little fish. That's a tournament keeper. That would be fine. So, we're getting a little something going on, and I think that the Texas rig bite's not going to be a bad deal, Andrew. I mean, we might get a few big
tying
fish.
the Texas rig on now.
Yeah. Hey folks, for my tip of the week, one thing really important to remember is you want to feel the bottom with your weights. So the thing is, I throw a 1/2 ounce weight with this big 10-inch worm so I can feel every little rock down there. If you throw a real light weight, it's hard to count the rocks sometimes because you really don't feel it, especially when you have a little bit of breeze. So I like to throw a little bit heavier weight. 1/2 ounce is what I'm throwing. That's normally what I throw for this big worm, and you'll feel everything on the bottom. Remember, you can go to 1/4 ounce, you can go to 1/16, do whatever you're doing if you're fishing in real shallow water, but you're not gonna feel the bottom like you will with a heavier weight. So the heavier weight will definitely help you feel the bottom a lot better. I want you to look at that camera right there. Tell them what you did wrong.
I'm just gonna keep smiling.
He was wailing on it.
Now the last 2 fish, I didn't whale and they came off. So I decided
No,
this time you ain't coming loose.
Now, he came out of the water and spit your bait back at you.
What?
Hey, that bait's catching us, so keep going. Get it done. That was a keeper bass, too. Keeper bass. You know, we were fishing and doing our worming and all that, but as you can see, we're actually sheltered from the wind. Right now, we got 25-mile-an-hour gusts hitting us on the lake right now, and so we're having to find a little bit of sheltered areas to be able to fish and be able to throw out there without having your bait hit you in the head when you throw it back out there. But with the wind blowing, a lot of times it might stir some of these fish up, and what I like is it creates mud lines, like what we see right here. Fish will hang out in those mud lines. And if you fish along the mud line, sometimes you can get them to bite. So we figure we go back to the spinnerbait and see if we can't pick up a few fish here just to see what happens.
Nope. Yes,
Huh?
no, yes, no.
Oh, hey,
Yes,
he
no.
got one. He got one, folks. What is that on?
It's on the blade. I'm just
On
trying
the
to not,
spinnerbait?
trying not to horse them.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a keeper too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Trying
the one
to get on the
That was the one that
board.
hit me earlier.
Is
Get
it?
my bait out of your way.
Oh my gosh. Johnny's trying to sabotage me.
Got it.
Hey, that was pretty cool.
I was trying to knock that fish off.
I got him in the boat. Finally. Finally.
You got one on
Look-
your
look at that.
spinnerbait bass.
Just pops right out. I've been catching them. I ain't been landing them, so I'm happy about this one. Nice, healthy fish. Look at how red his mouth is. Doesn't that mean they're eating crawdads?
Look at that.
I think this one's bigger than Johnny's. I'm almost positive. Johnny's been catching little ones.
Yeah. I'll tell you, that was bigger than the last one I caught, I think. It's hard when you're worming in the real heavy wind. So unless your boat's positioned right, if you want to cover some water, sometimes you just gotta, if you want to fish deeper, you gotta fish a deeper spinnerbait or get a crankbait that gets down there, or, you know, just try some different stuff. But, you know, as soon as I see the wind blowing like this, a lot of times it's just hard to beat a spinnerbait. It really is.
Spinnerblade bass.
Yeah, there you go. Little spinnerbait bass. What pound test line you throwing?
This is 16 pounds.
There you go. See, 16, You know, anywhere from 14 to 17 pound test line is great on a spinnerbait. I wouldn't recommend anything under 14 for sure, but you know, you got to throw that heavy line to get that big hook that the spinnerbait has in their mouth. So really important to be sure that you do that. The other thing is, you know, I decided to pick up the crankbait just to see. It's got a little rattle in it. We got a little dent in this water. We got these mud lines. Sometimes we can get them on the crankbait too. So between the two of us going down the bank, not to say I won't pick up my spinnerbait, but throwing something different, especially when you're looking to find a little bite or something, sometimes works out pretty good. And once one guy starts catching a lot, you can go to that particular bait and start catching them. But I have a feeling, and I could be wrong, but it's kind of a one here, one there type of scenario right now for us. We're not finding like a wolf pack of fish or anything.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which I wish we could find. We left at one point after catching that big fish, and I'll tell you, I think there we could have probably loaded the boat up on them, but I didn't want to hammer those fish. Practicing for the bass tournaments, man, you just do not want to sit there.
Yeah, you don't want to beat up all your fish.
You don't want to be the pre-fish winner, you know? Got one.
You get one on there?
Good fish.
Let's see it. Let's see
Well, it's
it.
hard to tell with the wind. Oh, hey, son. Hey, son.
Felt a lot bigger, huh? Yeah.
Oh.
Got
There you
another
go.
one, baby. Good
Got
job.
another one. I'll tell you what, Drew. We got our work cut out for us tomorrow. This wind's getting bad.
Yeah. You have to get
We'll
off
let
the
that go.
water, but
yeah.
Well,
I
you
had a
figure
good
something
time.
out. You
We
figure
got-
something out.
Yeah, we'll go out there and see if we can't catch some of these. We couldn't stay on the water. The wind's blowing so hard in that area.
Bad.
It's real bad. But we came up here and caught one out here a little bit deeper. And so we know the worm's still working. So, hey, we'll give it a shot tomorrow. You never know what we might bring in.
Hey, we've been pretty fortunate out here. We won one, about a month ago or so.
Yeah.
A month back, we did good, got into the winning circle, so I'm hoping we can do that again.
You know, we fish all the time. We do tournaments
fun,
together.
man. I enjoy
But I
it.
don't think everybody quite understands
I
it.
enjoy it.
He's also a great partner of the show with A&M Graphics and does a great job with the wraps on the boats, on the trucks, on the RV. And you take care of a lot of guys in this fishing industry. So
I love it, man. The fishing industry has been wonderful to us, and we thank everybody out there.
yeah, make sure you take care of old Andrew here. Get in there if you need a boat wrap or a truck or a car. Even my wife's car's done.
Heck yeah, we're getting that done too.
Yeah, so anyways, thanks for joining us on the show. Andrew Napoleon with me today. I had a blast.
Been a great day, man.
We're going to see
Great
what we
day.
can't do in a tournament tomorrow. Hopefully the wind ain't blowing gale force winds.
We're gonna get them, baby.
Thanks for joining us on the show. I'm Johnny Johnson. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about, folks.